Last Friday, there was a wind shear in the forecast at Fort Funston, so I got there in the evening after finishing work and set up fast. A couple gliders were flying and showed strong wind higher up as well as turbulence. I worked up the courage to try it, and sure enough, I was getting rocked right off launch, but also going up. Let's look at my GPS track. As I got a few hundred feet over, I was also drifting backward in my high performance glider while pointing north, but I had kept the VG slack for control. I was clearly getting into the smoother shear layer. I saw Dave in the distance at West Lake, so I decided to go for it, hoping that my T3 will be able to come back north with a strong wind. I kept climbing and got to West Lake pretty high, then parked in the shear zone again and climbed up to 1400 feet. We rarely get higher than 1000 feet without the coastal shear, which forms when the prevalent northwest wind rises over the lower level coastally trapped southwest wind. I was thankful for the clear views because the San Francisco coast is often foggy in the summer. These thin shear clouds were forming above the West Lake cliff later in the evening, creating a magical sunset view. I could easily see the circular rainbow around my shadow on the clouds, which is called a glory. I wasn't worried about getting back since I was able to glide north at 5 to 10 miles per hour with full VG. But it was getting late, so I rushed back to launch, and on the way back I fell out of the shear into the lower turbulence. To my relief, I was able to get back into the shear right near launch, and it picked me back up to over 1000 feet while I was just parked there. I wanted to see how far north I could go, which we usually don't try because the cliffs get lower. So I flew all the way to Ocean Beach and saw this beautiful view of Lake Merced and San Francisco in the twilight. I flew back just in time to land as the sun was sinking below the Pacific. Unfortunately, my camera battery died a few minutes before.